Hello guys. As we all know, 2023 is coming to a close, and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to get rid of a bunch of my plots. Over the course of this time, there's a bunch of video ideas and builds that I do that I don't actually post because I just don't think they're good enough for my channel, good enough for videos, so they just end up getting discarded. I have this problem where I don't like to delete anything because it's like a memory, you know, like this build is so cute, why would I want to delete it? But today we are actually going to do a little plot cleanse and delete some of my old plots because it has been a long time coming. We need to get rid of some. My issue is I do name a lot of my plots the same thing. Like there's just so many of the same name plots, so I have no idea what half of these are. Let's go with Paris Boutique. What is this? This plot was something I didn't end up finishing. I made this back in, I would say March or April of this year. It was supposed to be like a realistic boutique. As you can tell, I did not finish it. I didn't really know basic shapes at this time, so I was kind of just doing a lot of structural and some custom windows, but it's nothing special, so it's gotta go. Rest in peace. At one point, I was going to make Outer Banks in Bloxburg, but I just never got around to it because I decided, you know, I want to do commentary instead of more recreations because, you know, it takes so much time and I wouldn't be able to be as active as I was. So we have the Tanny Hill. We only did the exterior. We didn't finish it because there was a bunch of scenes shot where Sarah and her dad were in front of Tanny Hill. I do have another plot resonated with OBX. I have like 4 plots. I went full on sweat with this. I think it was the 3rd season came out and I was like, you know, I really want to do Outer Banks because it's really popular and I feel like a lot of people know about the show. It's kind of like for everyone. In the 1st season, there's a scene where John B, Hope, and JJ go into this hotel. JJ knocks on the door. He's like, housekeeping, blah, blah, blah. So then they like try to break in and they find money or something. I think that's what the scene was. There were just really funny scenes from this set, so we decided to rebuild it. It's supposed to be messy. Like we have some grass decals and plants everywhere, and the water was so expensive, but we wanted to make sure it's realistic because, you know, the floor water just doesn't give the same look. And then, you know, there's always the house docks on the side, and we did make this boat. We did sweat a bit on the details. We had like the restricted, because in the scene they had all these like crime scene tapes everywhere, so we tried to recreate it to the best we could. I think if I rebuilt it now I could do it a lot better, but this plot is definitely a lot of money. 520k. I'm only gonna get 320k back, but it's better than nothing, and I don't think I'm gonna be doing Outer Banks anytime soon, and if I did do it I would definitely remake this plot because it's just not it. Ooh, okay, this is a pet shop that I made a really long time ago. Oh, do I want to delete this? This is so nostalgic to me. It's when I first started commentary, I built this build. I wouldn't consider this my best build or anything related to like the upper tiers of my builds. It's kind of lazy. It's not really anything interesting, but I feel like a sentimental hold on it, so I feel like I shouldn't delete it. I don't remember what this is. My winter family build. Oh, okay. So this was a speed build I did a few years ago. I think this was 2021 maybe? No, this was probably 2020. I made this winter house. It's actually really adorable. I remember this year I did so many Christmas builds. I did like a Christmas no game pass. I did this winter one, then I did another winter one. But I do remember the upstairs being super unfunctional. Yes, this is where I did the iconic 3-wall bathroom setup where it's just like toilet, sink, shower. Obviously not very realistic, but hey, it did the job. Also, this bedroom, I literally put them together, so it was no privacy whatsoever. I mean, hey, the design was pretty cute, although it does feel really cluttered, which I mean, it was kind of the trend at the time. This decal style was so popular. I don't build like this anymore, so I feel like it's not anything special to me. I mean, the kitchen is really cute, but the rest of the build, it's just a bit outdated, so rest in peace. While this build loads in, I just want to talk about how proud I am of this build. This one was amazing. My friend Brooke and my friend Mystic also helped me make it. This was a project. We did this during COVID, so during school we would all just build. It turned out nuts. Like this is the village from Tangled. I'm sure you could recognize it, where Rapunzel like walks in and then she sees this picture and she realizes she's the lost princess. This is a bunch of decals put together. My friend, they use this one application or website where you can break images apart. It's all a puzzle basically, and that was really cool. And then we put the Tangled flag. I forgot what the name of the kingdom was, but we put the flag everywhere because there was a festival. We rebuilt that sun that was in the floor or the ground during the festival. Obviously we didn't have like, you know, basic shapes at this time, so everything was kind of a little bit scuffed, but we did the best with what we had. And then we had flower bouquets everywhere. But this build is just it's so good. I don't really have a use for it, so I don't know if I should keep it or not. But I do have another Tangled plot that I think I will get rid of. So this is the other plot that I have, which is Rapunzel's interior of the tower. We made a tower, but it's not on my account. We made it on my friend's account. It was up to scale, so it was very tall and skinny, and obviously this wouldn't fit with the height and how thin the cast castle was because, you know, we got to get the visual shots. So we ended up just making it separate from the house, and, you know, the back's not colored because no one's gonna see the back, so it doesn't matter. And then this is the inside of Rapunzel's tower. Literally everything, interior and exterior, was made on different plots just because it doesn't matter. It's all movie magic, you know, so you're not gonna see it. All of this is just decals I found online that were replicas, almost similar to what she had on her walls, because you know, you can't really recreate that in Bloxburg, so we just used decals, and it turned out so nice. I don't know, do I delete this? I don't know what I would use it for, but I feel like it's just so special to me that I can't. Now, I will murder this. This daycare was, you know, it was, I could do better now, so I don't really have any attachment to it. The inside is atrocious. Like, what the heck is this? What is going on in here? It's so low effort, so ugly, and I remember in this video I talked about how I dunked my keyboard in water. I'm pretty sure in this commentary video I didn't plan anything, so it was kind of just like me building off whatever spoke to me, so that's why it turned out so atrociously ugly. The fences are pretty creative, you know, like colors and stuff, but she is not her. I do not want her. Girl, bye. Pink Cafe remake though. Okay. I was bored, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna recreate my Pink Cafe, but with new items. This was really recent. I think this was in October. I was just bored and I didn't want to build anything new, so I was like, you know what, let me just recreate my Pink Cafe. At this time, I was learning kind of custom windows, so like you could see the custom window here, and then these are all decals. I did add a hint of blue here, and then we have the arches. It did not get finished. It's kind of just existing. Although I feel like this is a much prettier exterior compared to the OG Pink Cafe, but again, I don't like reusing video ideas. I feel like this is just too low effort, but it does look cute. It does remind me of cotton candy, so maybe more on the ice cream parlor side, but I feel like I do so many ice cream builds. I don't need another one. Oh, okay, unfinished preschool. This is when I was planning to make a solo commentary of a school, but I didn't finish it, and I'm glad I didn't, because what is this? These look like the little Target balls you see outside of the store. I was doing some like mirror design up here. I don't know, it just doesn't look right. It's very boxy. Eventually after this, I asked Isaac and Annex to help me, and we built a plot together. We made a different school, and it looked much better than this one did, so thank goodness for that. I think this is my lemonade stand from a long time ago. Yes, it is. This was one of my first solo commentary videos, which I did in the summer of 2020, and it did really well. I was really scared. This was super nerve-wracking for me to just, you know, talk on your own. I think this lemonade stand is pretty cute. The color scheme was low-key genius. I did a lot of decal stuff. I still do, you know, all the decals here and there. I'm telling you guys, the best hack to make your builds look better is just take food items and just put them out. It'll make your build look so much cooler. We did a little bit at the end of the video where we delivered a lemonade to other people's houses, and that was fun, but I haven't touched the plot since. But I feel like if I ever did a skit video or something, I would want to keep this. So I think all I'm gonna do for this plot is just delete the truck. Ooh, okay, Blush Mansion V2. So a lot of people kept commenting on my video, the Blush Mansion, because it's my most popular video, and they kept asking for a smaller version or just an updated version. So I think I made this in 2022. I tried to make a more simple and smaller version of the Blush Mansion in a different color, so this was like blue instead of blush. And as you could tell by all the lights everywhere, this is when the fixed lights where you could, you know, draw them where you wanted to be came out. So I really abused them on the pillars. I felt like I was just recycling content, and that's something I don't want to do. I feel like there's a fine line between using something as inspiration for something new and then just completely copying it. So I felt like with this build, I was just copying my Blush Mansion, so it just didn't really have a unique factor to me where I wanted to finish it. So I think it just needs to go. Okay, so this was a video that I never ended up posting. I hosted a build battle between 5 builders on Twitter that were people that I always saw on my feed, and I thought they had amazing builds. So I was like, you know what? I want to host a build battle. So I gave everyone a budget of 100K, and I gave them, I think it was 45 minutes or an hour to build. But here's the thing, right? Like, all of these people, we're all realistic builders, so it takes much longer to build a realistic house than it does to do just placing the default items Bloxburg gives you. So the whole era of this build battle was that no one really finished because, you know, the time constraint and the money constraint. When you're doing custom stuff, you need a lot of money. So what I did, because I felt bad, you know, bringing everyone together for this, and I felt like I was just wasting their time. So that's why I did the judging plots video, and I had them all featured in it. This house right here is built by Alex. He's team Jeremiah. We're team Conrad, but he put these pictures in the build, and it was so funny. Girl, he's staring into my soul. Absolutely not. But then up here, he did put a picture picture of me. So like points for that. Thank you to all the builders in this video that came and, you know, spent their time and built on my plot. That was very nice of you. Disney Paris. I remember this. In 2021, my family and I went to Disneyland for the first time. We went to Epcot, which is basically like a country showcase. So they show all the different countries, and we went to France. And I remember we walked into the France part, and I just like, I don't know why, I get so emotional when I look at architecture, which is kind of weird. Like I'll just look at something so pretty, like a building, and then my eyes just start to get watery because it's just so overwhelming. It's so pretty. It's just so much to take in. So to me, I just get emotional. So I just remember, like, I'll show the picture of what I saw. There was like this beautiful flower garden and all the buildings, and I love French architecture. So just seeing all this in person was like a very small ounce of what Paris actually looks like. I mean, I know they glamorize it a lot more in Epcot, but it was so pretty. And I was just like, when I got home, I really want to build it in Bloxburg. So I tried to build it in Bloxburg. This is also when I wasn't uploading, so you know, the motivation wasn't there to finish it. I'm definitely not going to finish this now. I feel like for me, I don't like to continue old stuff. I like to start on a blank palette, so it's gotta go. I have a random plot named S, and I don't know what this is, so let's see. Oh, this was a hotel I built. I made this video after I disappeared for like years on end, and I just came back. I posted this video and then disappeared again. It's just not really, it's just outdated. The style is not anything special. At the time, I was really obsessed with this style of decals, which was colorful, artsy stuff. I don't even know what you'd call that. I do like the lighting, it's pretty. There's something, what is going on the inside? I started planning the inside, but you know, nothing really spoke to me. It just felt like a lost cause. I couldn't really get myself to finish it, and I don't think I could now either. I just kind of abused decals, and although I do love this arrow design, I still do that in my builds now. I think I started doing that in my blush mansion, but I don't think I'm gonna finish this build. I know a lot of people comment on that hotel build and they're like, please finish your hotel, please, but guys, I think I could do much better now, so I don't think I should keep it. Rest in peace. And she's gone. Ooh, okay, pink donuts. This was a really long time ago. I was gonna make a Dunkin' Donuts, and this was like 2020. I was building this, I was planning it out. It was a Dunkin' Donuts, and basic shapes just came out, so I was using them a little bit up here as like a clear, I don't know, I was doing some color thing with it. I mean, it was off to a good start. I just never got around to finishing it. It does look cool though. Rest in peace to this plot. I think I will in the future make a Dunkin' Donuts. It's been on my video ideas list for a hot minute now. Who knows, maybe in the future I will make one if you guys want that. Because I think I've been making so many houses lately, I need to switch it up. What is this? Oh, so it's called Outer Banks Forest, but this is actually the kids' bedroom build battle I did with Annex and Isaac. Yeah, I definitely don't need this trash. Let's admire my build. Like, look how cute this is. I found all these butterflies on Pinterest, and then I put them in Photoshop and removed the background to just, you know, isolate them, and then I used them as little butterfly decor for the walls. Because as a kid, I used to have these stickers on my bedroom walls, so that's where I got the idea from. I have no use for these plots after the build battle, so goodbye. I believe this is an unfinished restaurant that me, Isaac, and Annex did, and then we never got around to finishing it. What is going on right here? I don't know why we didn't do the interior. I don't think there was ever a reason why. We just, you know, never got around to it. It reminds me a lot of Olive Garden. I think these are supposed to be olives, so makes sense. Do I keep it? Do I not? I don't know if I should keep this for like a video purpose because I could reuse it, but then again, the inside's not done, and I do have other plots, so I don't think I need it. I mean, there's definitely not going to be a part 2 to this because this is just so old, so I think I should delete it. Watch me regret it. I swear if I regret this. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay, so I have a bunch of Frozen movie sets from when I did Frozen in Bloxburg years and years ago. So let me show you the reality of what happened in these videos. For some of the sets, we actually built the entire thing, like castle and all. But then for other ones, it was kind of just like interior only. So the outside is just so outrageous. Like, what is this? This was the sauna scene for Olaf's Frozen Adventure. They were in a sauna. I don't really remember anything about this, but I mean, the build is pretty nice itself. For some reason I have a limo. What the heck? This was the attic part of Olaf's Frozen Adventure where Anna and Elsa were looking through their attic. We basically just did this fake set on a second floor, so there's like this opening. But now Bloxburg does have like this trap door, which would have been so nice at the time because we didn't have that. So we literally used, this is a carpet and then the ladder. But I mean, we did what we had. We had these gardeners that kind of look like boxes, but this is definitely really outdated. This was the decorated Christmas themed bedroom that Anna and Elsa lived in. If you remember in the Frozen movies, they had the bedrooms with the this like design on the side of the pillars. At the time, we didn't have structural or like the little tiny basic shapes, so we couldn't actually put it on the door frame. So we used these plugs. There's nothing special in here. These pictures are just random historical pictures we found because, you know, in castles they have that sort of thing. And then this window, there was just a decal, like a wall and a decal to make it look like it was nighttime. And then we used ambient lighting. So we just took lights and then changed the color to blue to make it look darker and nighttime, even though it wasn't, because this was also taken when you couldn't change the time or the weather in your neighborhoods. So we were constantly like running on the clock. We were just like, guys, you gotta film this quick, otherwise it's gonna turn nighttime, the lighting's gonna be different, and the cuts are just gonna look super messy. And then this is like a huge contraption we made, the stable where Sven lived in and where Olaf pulled up to. So it was just a bunch of arches and hay. Like, I'm telling you guys, if you want to make a blank in Bloxburg or like any movie recreation, it's really low effort. Like, all you gotta do, you don't have to build an outside, like just do the inside. I do not have any purpose for this anymore, so we are just going to kill this. This was pretty recent. This was from my how to build in Bloxburg. I use this as my way of showing people how to make home models, which is kind of funny because, you know, I was showing exterior, which is like my weakness in building, and I never did an interior decorating video, but I am planning to do one eventually. I'm kind of psyching myself out of it because I feel like you guys have such high expectations of me as a good builder, which is like, thank you, I appreciate that. I love that you guys think I'm a good builder, but I'm just trying to make sure I can explain it in a way that it's easy to understand. The video will come soon, hopefully. And then in the back is just where I put all the color palettes. So everyone who keeps asking me for my color schemes, I made a video called How to Color, and they're all in there. And it's also in my How to Build video. So just watch those two videos. They have all my color codes in them. But I don't need this anymore, so we are going to kill her. We have another unfinished ice cream shop. I don't remember this. Oh, okay. So this, when I did the build battle with Isaac for the ice cream truck, originally I was going to build an ice cream shop. So this was what the vision was. It was very messy. Like, you know, I didn't really know what I was doing, but the whole window design with the logo originated from this build, and then it translated into the truck. I was testing out a bunch of logos for this. Some reason it does remind me of a Lego set. I don't know why. I really think it's because of the window with the logo, because that's where I found the idea from. I think it was a Lego Friends set or something. Rip plot. This is apparently my cooking plot, but then I started doing random stuff on it. I don't know what. Actually, I think there's something in here. Oh, I was doing a bedroom practice design for the kids' bedroom build battle I did with Annex and Isaac, and I saw on Instagram, I think it was Bridgie Bloxburg. She did this ceiling design with the LED strip lights, and I thought that was really cute. So I tried to make a star and I wrote XOXO because, you know, XOXO French Roses girl. I didn't end up finishing it because, let me just tell you, this was so much work to do because you have to like transform it all. And if one thing's wrong and you try to move it, it's just like a whole ordeal because I wanted everything spaced out properly. This was really cute to do, but I wouldn't have had enough time if I did it in a build battle. So it kind of just stuck as a concept and I never posted it. We don't need this anymore, so we're gonna delete it. Apparently I have a fall house, but I don't remember what this is. Oh, this was a build I did for, it was a 1 minute, 10 minute, and, or no, 1 minute, 5 minute, and 10 minute build challenge. And I never got around to finishing it. And then after I finished this video, a lot of people liked how it turned out. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll try to make it for a separate video. I started to decorate the inside a bit, but it was not finished. I just kind of lost motivation and inspiration for this build. Not really sure what the color scheme was. I know I wanted to do purples and pinks because, you know, fall. It's very simple. It's just a basic modern house. So I don't think it's worth anything to me where I need to keep it. So we're gonna kill it. Rest in peace. All right, renaming this one too. This is a plot where I just have a bike, and then I started doing practice build concepts. Like, this is just another build I never finished. I was planning a random bedroom that I saw on Pinterest, so I was trying to recreate it, and it was a floral theme. It didn't get finished, so, you know, there's nothing really to say about it. It's just unfinished plot. I don't think I'm gonna use it, and I never actually use the plots that I have vehicles on, because I can literally just go into my inventory and place another one, because I have like duplicates of everything. What is this? Family home swag money. Oh, just another unfinished build. I do this so much. I plan builds and then I'm just like, this is so ugly, and then I never finish it. That's literally all this is. I have a plot called Ooh. Another unfinished build. I just always name them the most random stuff, and then I never am able to find them again because the names I put them as, so it's just like a lost cause. In conclusion, I have a lot of plots. This year I built so many different things and I didn't realize how much stuff it was until, you know, going through it and deleting it. I think having so many plots is a memory capsule to me, so I just don't delete them. I'm hoping that next year we'll have even more plots to go through, and then at the end of the year we can do this again and see what the difference is. Maybe I'll improve in building a little bit. Anyway, I hope you guys like seeing some unreleased builds or things behind the scenes that I never showed you. I'll see you guys in the next video.
You know you love me. XOXO.
French Roses girl.